Some moments in life are so wild, so unexpected, that if they weren't caught on camera, no one would believe they actually happened. In today's video, we're diving into the craziest, most mind-blowing events ever recorded. Now let's get going. Shocking dashcam footage of a HGV smashing into the concrete and exploding into a fireball after the driver apparently left it too late to turn off. The driver escaped with no serious injuries.
Oh!
How do I get this off?
Explosion at a gas station due to the high temperature in the city of Saudi Arabia. The aircraft performed at the Vercelli Airshow 2023 when it experienced a problem that forced the pilot to eject. On 12 August 2015, a series of explosions occurred at a container storage station in Tianjin, China.
Oh my god! Oh my god! 让开！这下严重了，走开！
The Tutwiler Hall was demolished on July 4, 2022. It has housed more than 50,000 women since its opening in 1968. Tutwiler Hall is named after Julia Tutwiler, who was known as the mother of co-education in Alabama.
Investigation found that 311 complaints about drag racing in the Bronx, Brooklyn, and Manhattan are
There's a driver to Jersey cause the town's getting tough. There's a high-speed chase, I'ma bring a whole truck. Screaming the driver, gotta hop over gates. Got the trip for a week, they always go to sleep late.
Lesson learned: never cut up with uninvited bums.
ओ भाई ये क्या हो गया यार शिट
What? The car just needed to stay on their own side of the road, that's all. Crikey, how can they be so calm? The 37-year-old driver of a Scania heavy truck drove into the oncoming lane and collided with a Volvo truck in Russia. A car sped off a roadway and crashed into parked vehicles and a building in East Marion County, Florida.
Call the cops, call the fire department.
Remember, a few extra minutes of driving is a small price to pay compared to the cost of reckless decisions. Here is the Proton M rocket explosion on July 2, 2013. As the error affected the redundant sensors as well as the primary ones, the rocket was left with no yaw control, which resulted in the failure. RFA experienced a failure while testing the first-stage engine for its RFA-1 launch vehicle at Saxavord Spaceport in Scotland. This is why there are tests. Local resident view of the Chinese Tianlong 3 rocket accidentally lifted off during a first-stage engine test.
我操！咋回事啊？
The two-way angular velocity sensors were a critical part of the circuitry that was supposed to keep the rocket upright during launch. A young technician got the installation wrong. When Astra's rocket went sideways and attempted to carry on, the mission eventually ended in failure. A car was struck by an oncoming train. Fortunately, the driver had managed to escape moments before impact. Be careful at the railway line, don't cross railway lines like him. Never risk your life by trying to beat a train. It's just not worth it. Here is your daily PSA to not get hung up on the tracks.
Go to ChurchillMortgage.com today. Again, ChurchillMortgage.com.
Equal housing lender, 1749 Mallory Lane, Suite 100.
A family was able to get out of a sports utility vehicle right before a Brightline train destroyed it in Miami-Dade County.
Stopped on the train track.
找的太多了，我去的地方公路快。
The local reporter was covering the floods in China when a dam collapsed. After 2 decades of controversy, Condit is the latest and, at 125 feet tall, among the biggest US hydroelectric dams to fall. During heavy rain in Brazil, a house collapsed.
Meu Deus, o povo deu tempo correr pro fundo.
When Signature View Apartments was built in 2010 in Delhi, potential buyers couldn't have imagined that their roofs would be collapsing just a few years in. Never close transformer fuses or oil-filled equipment from the bucket. Use an extension and do it from the ground.
Holy fuck.
Jeez! Oh, crap!
It most definitely will.
This is a transformer exploding at night. The power went out each time this happened, but the power was only out for less than 3 hours total.
Won't be.
Hey! Okay. Come here. Swap.
Absolutely incredible video of an EF2 tornado in Point Place, New York. The Great Tide in China is a famous tourist destination in China. However, you must pay attention to safety. An earthquake hit Croatia. Gladly, no one was on the ground. The fall of trees and roofing elements during hurricane winds in Belarus.
It's like you said, though, they're interesting.
It happened in Hohokus, New Jersey, when a tree snapped a power line. Power line arcs through a tree in Bellingham, Washington.
Call the fire department. The response time on this. Oh my God.
Your whole stick.
At least he's in an insulated box.
I don't like that.
Arcing disconnect switch on BC Hydro pole in 100 block of East 3rd Street. When faced with certain objects twining round under an ultra-high voltage power line, workers no longer need to climb a high ladder to remove it any longer. Drones can now be used to do this. It's amazing to see the wires start swinging from the powerful magnetic field created when the arcing occurs. These guys need to invest in a mega and use it before changing blown fuses or energizing high voltage equipment. Substation fire at Makaloa Street on December 19, 2010. Heavy drizzle likely initiated a short circuit.
Yes. Oh my God.
The firebowl is actually a plasma arc, or an arc flash. A short circuit in the wires of the electric pole, due to which a fire broke out. The car parked under the electric pole also caught fire. An electrical fire caused the power pole to explode, leaving 150 homes without power.
All right, it's okay. I know it's all right. It's okay. Go and watch. It's fine. Just watch the kids.
No, it's not fine.
A truck catches fire in Hudson Valley, New York after driving over a power line.
Oh my God, this is horrible. This is horrible. Oh my God.
On December 28, 2018, multiple electrical explosions in Kenner, Louisiana.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. There might be like, do you want to call the fire department? Yeah, that's not good.
He is all right. Had a bit of a setback here. This is what happens when a tree branch falls on a 150 kV power line. A good video for an apprentice to learn from mistakes.
You guys all right? Got one for 1 second.
Here's what 19.9 and 39.8 kilovolt short circuits look like when someone failed to clear a tree limb from their lines before restoring power. Locals tried to contain it through fire extinguishers, but they failed. Then they complained to the fire tenders, which took 1 hour to reach them. A downed power line caused a fire in a Northside neighborhood amid storms that swept through the area on July 6, 2021. This is why it's so dangerous to be out during a storm like this. This is why you should change the transformer after 1 or 2 years. Fortunately, it was the electrical isolation switch, not the HV transformer. If a huge flock of birds sitting on a hydro line leave all at once, they make the line swing, which causes a cut-out fuse to blow. Downed live wires caused a truck to engulf in flames along West Diamond Avenue and Muddy Branch Road. No way, that's another delayed train. A very big short circuit in an electrical transformer due to heavy rain on July 6, 2012.
से सेट कर लो, वो गीला होगा ना तो फिर उससे ना जंग लग जाएगी, पुराने वाले में भी लग गई। वो तो हो गया।
About 100 people lost power and neighbors were pissed.
Cable fault.
A phase-to-phase arc on a 138 kilovolt line in Duncan, Oklahoma.
Power pole on fire right here. This is Sunset and Temescal Canyon, right here. Sunset and Temescal Canyon.
You're red. You're green.
The purpose is to show the linemen that the lower voltages they work with can also be extremely dangerous.
That was cool.
Ебать! Ебать! Вот это швахнуло, блядь. Это было однофазное короткое замыкание в линии электропередач.
maybe short circuit in windings, heating, arc. Then the housing ruptures and ignites. It was the testing of the protection system of the thyristor valves. I remember Hurricane Sandy like it was yesterday, man. Salmon fishermen who abandoned ship by leaping into the waters an instant before another motorboat came. This man experienced an unbelievable moment when he narrowly escaped certain death by leaping out of the way of a giant concrete slab that fell from the top of a 9-story block of flats.
Чуть не упало, слава богу, никто не пострадал.
Lucky doesn't even begin to cover it. The cause of a 2-alarm fire at an e-bike shop was a lithium-ion battery. Beginning of South Korea lithium factory fire on June 24, 2024. On January 16, 2024, SpaceX Starship 7 debris re-entry over the Caribbean.
Look up, everybody! Look up! Look up!
In the 1930s, Mount Washington Observatory recorded wind speeds of 231 miles per hour. For decades, this was the fastest recorded wind speed on Earth. No one was in the truck.
Там еще 2 или 3 штуки.
Снимай на видео.
Да снимаю.
Что это за хуйня была? Настя! Сука! Ты чё нелегал, блядь?
Иди сюда,
нелегал,
нахуй!
блядь!
Контой конченый!
Не надо!
Иди сюда, ты, сука, сопляк!
Да не надо, блядь!
Иди сюда, я твой
творишь, блядь?
The first rule is to get yourself out of the situation.
Что ты творишь, ты козел? Ты ходи сюда, нахуй!
Что ты делаешь, да?
Телефон, нахуй!
Learner clearly at fault, but the biker probably was doing more than 30, which seems to be the limit there. This video shows the moment of explosion and aftermath of the February 15, 2013 in Russia. A fireworks incident at Temple Festival in Kasaragod, India. A powerful volcanic eruption has shaken Greece, sending shockwaves through the region.
Oh my God. Da ist die Wolke. Die wird heißer.
Floodwaters burst through the basement wall at the Smithtown Library in Long Island, New York on August 19, 2024.
Oh my gosh!
Bravo! Just in time. A motorbike rear ends as hooning in a Fortimst zone. Dramatic moment, cruise ship crashes into dock in San Diego. Video of the EF2 tornado touching down in Bamberg, Germany. A massive explosion seen at Rockton, Illinois' Chemtool plant. The ceiling panel collapsed at Harvard Square, Massachusetts. bet that ribbon was more stable than the whole bridge. Air balloon catches fire and lands on an apartment building in Brazil.
Calma.
Darwin Awards nominee right here. Unbelievable moment when powerful winds shatter a driver's window as an EF2 tornado touches down in Canada. Never stand right in front or right behind vehicles, 'cause you never know. Electric bicycle burst into flames while being charged in the corridor in China. An explosion hit close to a pedestrian bridge in Ukraine on October 10, 2022. A car plunged from a collapsed bridge due to torrential rain in northern China. Manhole exploded on Congress Street, Boston. Kodak Park Building 9 was demolished in Rochester, New York. A Lamborghini driver set his car on fire while roaring his engine in a traffic light.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
no. Everyone made it out in time before the impact. His guardian angel was definitely working overtime that day. The waves slammed into cars, pushing them back on a ferry near the San Juan Islands, Puerto Rico. The fastest theft and stolen property recovery in the history of mankind. Crikey, I blinked and the car was already there. Hassanabad Bridge in Pakistan, washed away after record-breaking heat impacts glacier, causing glacial lake outburst flood. A Conrail local with Norfolk Southern locomotives is heading through Morristown, New Jersey during a power outage. What happens often is the big problem of repetitive workers becoming too confident with work automation. It was the testing of the protection system of the thyristor valves. A 230 kilovolt transmission line collapsed due to fire. When a lorry drags, the wire is close to the live power line. Fireworks accidentally flying into their pharmacy during a wedding procession. A strong explosion occurred in the Chinese city of Jiaxing. Oh my, stick to the recommended. Wow, she doesn't even know how close she was. An explosion at a private gas station in Lebanon, Middle East. That wasn't the truck you guys were expecting to explode, right? On August 4, 2020, a large amount of ammonium nitrate stored at the port in Beirut exploded and caused $15 billion in property damage. Motorcycle burst into flames and luckily, Russian biker pulled an evasive maneuver to eject. A terrifying footage of an LPG gas cylinder explosion happened in India, showing the unbelievable moment of the blast. All bikers are all right. Rocket developed by a Japanese startup crashed moments after liftoff and burst into flames in 2018. The rocket booster struck a Chinese village. Sadly, this happens quite regularly due to China not utilizing the same safety procedures used by the United States and other countries. Oh my. All thanks to the careless attitude of the both. Well, at least he still had his pants on. Drive like someone's waiting for you at home. Those idiots need to be trying to stop the car some 100 m down the road at least, not a few steps away from the pile. A freight train crashed into a truck carrying a wind turbine blade in Always know your escape plan. If you're a truck driver, familiarize yourself with emergency procedures for rail crossings. Japan's Space One rocket exploded shortly after launch on its inaugural trip on March 13, 2024. Another unmanned SpaceX rocket prototype exploded during a return landing attempt, minutes after what had seemed like an uneventful test liftoff. When an idiot cyclist gets stuck at the level crossing and then leaves his cycle only to be crushed by the raging train,